Hey guys, we're in chapter 6 of Proverbs right now, and this is a warning about laziness. He's warned us about sexual immorality. He warns us about a few other things in the process, but now he's talking about laziness. They call it slothfulness in the Old Testament way or the Old English way. A sloth is that slow moving animal that climbs through the jungle, and he's easily consumed by the pumas and the cats and the other animals because he's just so slow. And even if he could move fast, he probably wouldn't. He's so used to just moving slowly. They consider him to be somewhat lazy. And this is what it says in Proverbs. He says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard." Sluggard. Nothing moves slower than a slug. As you go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. I need to talk to you people today about the merit of work. I'm not talking about earning money. I'm just talking about work. Even in the Garden of Eden, in the state of perfection, Adam was given work to do. Even in the state of bliss and the state of perfect righteousness and relationship with God, God said, it is good that a man work. Now, many people just say, I'm not going to work unless you pay me. Well, that's not a great way to think, because work is good for you. Some of us maybe take work to an extreme, and that's not always good as well. There needs to be an application of some more wisdom in that regard. But there are many people who just fall into the trap of saying, man, I just want to sit back, rest, and do nothing, like the foolish man in the story that Jesus told, and his soul was taken to heaven that night, or to hell that night, wherever it went. But it's incredible how work is so good for us. Now, I can tell you this because I'm coming to the end of my official kind of time of being employed. Year or two down the road, I won't be necessarily employed doing what I do right now. I'm going to find something else to do. I cannot imagine getting out of bed in the morning and saying, I've got nothing to do. Can you? Or if you do that, then sorry for you. Your life is meaningless and purposeless if that's the way you're living. Man was designed to work. You know, when a man does not work, he gets himself into trouble. Just think of David when he sent his army out to fight the battle. And it was then that the temptation of Bathsheba came across. A man does not work is going to do some really stupid things. Now, you wives out there, let me speak to you from a man to you guys. You got to keep us working. Don't take this retirement thing too seriously. Don't take retirement too literally. A man must work. His employment may end, but his work must continue. The moment you stop a man from working, he's either going to do something stupid with his time or else he'll die. So if you want your husband to die quickly, then tell him not to do any work and just let him park off and watch TV. But that's what I'm saying. Work is critical to the good of men and women today. Keeps our minds active. And you know what's even better than that? Is that our last years should be our best years, where we take all that we've learned during our employment time and we invest it in the next generation, and we mentor and we cheer on the next generation to be the best that they could possibly be. Man, I've got to tell you, that's an exciting thought, that we could be impacting other people's lives and even if they don't put our names up in lights, even though they never maybe even thank us, it doesn't matter. Work is good for you. He compares it to the ant. And the beauty of the ant is he doesn't have to have somebody to tell him what to do. This is a sign of maturity. You people who are employed out there, do you go to work and wait for somebody to tell you what to do? Shame on you. You should know what to do. You should be creating something to do. You know the broad strokes of what your employment looks like. Get out there, be creative, be energetic, invest yourself in what you do, and watch how your attitude begins to change to that which we call employment. Many people think that they're employed just because they clock in at 8 and out at 5, and I've done a day's work. Nah, it might be true, it might not be. You must maybe just be wasting your time there, wasting your boss's money. Get out there, be creative, be inventive, be what is the word? Be integritous to the use of your time in employment, and be creative in the use of your time in the supposed thing called retirement. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do. Just do it anyway, do it well, and watch the blessing that flows from that. I hope that makes sense to you. Bye-bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.